everyone, how are you today? Very well, right? My name is Jami, and today we will learn a lesson for listening starter. The lesson is Unit 8, Art and Soul, Lesson 3, page 517. The objective of these lessons are students learn many new words about the topic art and soul. Students can listen to a rap and watch a video in real life. Before we learn the lessons, we will play a small game to warm up and review. And the name of the game is Memory Games. Now first, look at the instructions first. How many words can you remember? You have some minutes to see 10 pictures, and then tell the words that you can remember. Okay, how many words can you remember? Can you tell me, please? Now, look at the answer. Number 1, drawing. Number 2 is mask. Number 3, carving. Number 4, actor. Number 5, ballet. Number 6, guitar. Number 7, music. Number 8, comic book. Number 9, costume. Number 10, singer. Congratulations! Now we come to the next part, vocabulary. We will learn the vocabulary of Unit 8, Lesson 3. A story can take place at an old house, or a river, or a palace, or a forest, or a market, or an island, and we call it setting. Setting is where the story takes place. Now class, listen and repeat.
Setting.
One more time, my student.
Setting.
Very good. Now move to the next one. Now look at this picture. The word we are going to learn is hero. A person, especially a man who is admired by many people for doing something right or good. Now class, listen and repeat.
Hero.
Very good. One more time, my student.
Hero.
Great. Now come to the next one. If you want to make something longer, larger, and wider, that means you extend it. Extend. Now class, listen and repeat.
Extend.
Very good. One more time, my student.
Extend.
Okay. Now we move to the next word. Now look at this picture. You can see many actions here. Wake up, changing clothes, having breakfast, and brushing. So I will say, a sequence of events. So the new word we learn now is event, a thing that happens, especially something important. Now class, listen and repeat.
Event.
Very good. One more time, my student.
Event.
Great. Now go to the next one. Now, do you know the picture here? That is the Mona Lisa. It is very famous, right? And now look at this picture. Do you know where they are from? They are from Europe, right? And the new word we learned today is Renaissance. What is the meaning of Renaissance? The period in Europe during the 14th, 15th, 16th century, when the people became interested in art, literature, and ideas. Now class, listen and repeat.
Renaissance.
Very good. One more time.
Renaissance.
Well done, my student. Now we move to the next word. Now look at this picture. Can you guess the word we are going to learn? That is portrait. Portrait is a painting, drawing, or photograph of a person, especially the head and shoulder. Now listen and repeat.
Portrait.
Very good. One more time, my student.
Portrait.
Good job. Now look at this picture. The story is incredible. Read about it. What's the meaning of incredible? That is impossible or very difficult to believe. Now class, listen and repeat.
Incredible.
Very good. One more time.
Incredible.
Very good. Okay, now look at this painting. This is Mona Lisa, right? Mona Lisa is one of the most famous paintings in the world, and I can say it. Mona Lisa is a masterpiece. What's the meaning of masterpiece? Masterpiece is a work of art, such as painting, film, book, blah blah blah, that is an excellent or the best. Now class, listen and repeat.
Masterpiece.
One more time, my student.
Masterpiece.
Good job. Now look at this picture. The girl in this picture is Anna, and she wants to have a portrait. So she asked an artist to draw a portrait for her. So I will say she commissioned an artist to paint her portrait. Commission. What's the meaning of commission? Commission is to officially ask somebody to write, make, or write something, or to do a task for you. Now class, listen and repeat.
Commission.
Very good. One more time.
Commission.
Great. Now I want to check your understanding. So now open the boxes and tell the word. Now give me the word, please. Setting. Very good. The next one. And the word is hero. So this time the word will be extend. Good. You can see a sequence of events, right? So the word is event. Very good. Now, tell the word in 5 seconds. You will look at the meaning and tell me the word in 5 seconds. Are you ready? Yes. Now tell me the word. That is Renaissance. Very good. What is this? This is portrait. Well done. Okay, what is this? The word is incredible. Excellent. And the answer is masterpiece. Okay. Now the next one. Okay, now give me the new word, please. That is commissions. Okay. So now we'll move to the next part, that is listening part. Now students, let's listen to the rap. Let me tell it. While you are listening, try to listen and fill in the blanks. You can listen twice.
Listen to the rap called Let Me Tell It. It tells about the important parts of a story.
Let me tell the story because I know how it goes. I'll introduce the setting and the heroes. I'll tell all the events for as far as they extend because I like the story, especially the end.
Now listen again and chime in.
Let me tell the story because I know how it goes. I'll introduce the setting and the heroes. I'll tell all the events for as far as they extend because I like the story, especially the end.
Okay, have you got the answer, students? Now let's look at the screen and find out the answer together with me. Number 1 is tell. Let me tell the story because I know how it goes. I'll introduce the setting and the heroes. Number 3, I'll tell on the events for as far as they extend because I like the story, especially the end. Very good. Now we move to the next part, that is watching video. Do you want to watch a video about one of the most famous paintings in the world? Yes. While you are watching this video, try to listen and pay attention. And after that, I will have a small game for you.
We are going to learn about one of the most famous works of art in all of history. Here it is. What is this painting called? The Mona Lisa. This video is all about the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is a painting from the Renaissance period in Italy. The Renaissance period was an amazing time for the arts, science, and culture in Europe. It was painted by someone you may have heard of. His name was Leonardo da Vinci. Here is a portrait that Leonardo da Vinci made of himself. Yeah. Leonardo da Vinci was an incredible inventor, scientist, and artist. He kind of did it all. He was like the Renaissance champion. Hey, look at this. Here is a statue of Leonardo da Vinci. He painted the Mona Lisa sometime in the early 1500s. That was a long time ago. Alright, so this guy, Leonardo da Vinci, painted this amazing work of art, the Mona Lisa, and it happened during a special time known as the Renaissance.
Want to play the game Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yes, of course. And now we will play this game. And first, look at the instructions. You have to answer 5 questions. For each question, you have 10 seconds. Finish all and you are the millionaire. Very easy for you, right? Now let's begin. What is this painting called? 10 seconds for you. Okay, thumbs up. Now, give me the answer, please. The answer is Mona Lisa. Very good. Now come to questions number 2. Where is the painting Mona Lisa from? 10 seconds for you. Okay, have you got the answer? The answer is Italy. Well done. Now questions number 3 for you. Who painted this painting? 10 seconds for you. Okay, so now give me the answer, please. The answer is Leonardo da Vinci. Very good. Now, questions number 4. What did Leonardo do? 10 seconds. Okay, and the answer of number 4 is D. Now questions number 5. When did he paint the painting Mona Lisa? 10 seconds. Okay, thumbs up. And the answer is right. Okay. Do you want to watch the rest of the video to see what happened to the painting Mona Lisa? Yes, of course. Now, while you are watching the video, try to listen and pay attention because I have some questions at the end of the video.
The Mona Lisa is a portrait of a real person. Her name was Lisa del Giocondo. Her husband commissioned the painting. Leonardo da Vinci never got paid for the Mona Lisa and didn't finish the painting until years later when he was living in France. It has remained in France since then, and today is owned by the country of France. So the Mona Lisa will never be sold and remains one of the greatest art treasures in the world. Ready for some wonderful news? You can go see the Mona Lisa. That's right. It is kept in a museum called Le Louvre. Can you say that? It's French. It's a little tricky. Le Louvre. It now has its own room, and they make sure it stays safe. You see, something happened to the Mona Lisa back in 1911. That was over 100 years ago. Someone who worked at the museum at Le Louvre stole the Mona Lisa. Stole it. He took the Mona Lisa, hid it in his coat, and left. People were outraged. Here is a picture of what the wall looked like without the Mona Lisa. The wall is so sad with that gap. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, the thief was caught, and after 2 years of being missing, the Mona Lisa was back at Le Louvre. Everyone was so excited that the Mona Lisa was back, and that made the Mona Lisa even more famous. There is so much about this painting to love. One thing that people often notice about the Mona Lisa is that smile of hers. She looks happy. It's just a shame that Lisa del Giocondo never saw what the painting finally looked like. She probably would have liked it. We want to share one more fact about Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece. Did you know the Mona Lisa was painted on a wooden panel? That's right, a wooden panel. That means the thief was hiding a panel of wood in his coat.
Okay, now answer questions number 1. Who commissioned the painting? I'll let you listen to the clue again and listen and find out the answer, please.
But the Mona Lisa is a portrait of a real person. Her name was Lisa del Giocondo. Her husband commissioned the painting. Leonardo da Vinci never got paid for the Mona Lisa and didn't finish the painting until years later when he was living in France.
One more time, my student.
But the Mona Lisa is a portrait of a real person. Her name was Lisa del Giocondo. Her husband commissioned the painting. Leonardo da Vinci never got paid for the Mona Lisa and didn't finish the painting until years later when he was living in France.
Okay, now give me the answer, please. The answer of number 1 is Mona Lisa husband commissions the painting. Very good. Now come to questions number 2. Which country is the owner of Mona Lisa painting now? Now listen to the clue again.
It has remained in France since then, and today is owned by the country of France. So the Mona Lisa will never be sold and remains one of the greatest art treasures in the world.
Now one more time, my student.
It has remained in France since then, and today is owned by the country of France. So the Mona Lisa will never be sold and remains one of the greatest art treasures in the world.
Have you got the answer now? The answer of number 2 is France is the owner of the Mona Lisa painting. Right. Now come to questions number 3. What happened to the painting in 1911? Now listen again, please.
You see, something happened to the Mona Lisa back in 1911. That was over 100 years ago. Someone who worked at the museum at Le Louvre stole the Mona Lisa. Stole it. He took the Mona Lisa, hid it in his coat, and left.
Now again, please.
You see, something happened to the Mona Lisa back in 1911. That was over 100 years ago. Someone who worked at the museum at Le Louvre stole the Mona Lisa. Stole it. He took the Mona Lisa, hid it in his coat, and left.
Okay, have you got the answer now? The answer is the painting was stolen. Okay, very good. Now we move to the next questions. Questions number 4. What is the Mona Lisa painting famous for? Listen to the clue one more time.
There is so much about this painting to love. One thing that people often notice about the Mona Lisa is that smile of hers. She looks happy. It's just a shame that Lisa del Giocondo never saw what the painting finally looked like. She probably would have liked it.
Now one more time, my student.
There is so much about this painting to love. One thing that people often notice about the Mona Lisa is that smile of hers. She looks happy. It's just a shame that Lisa del Giocondo never saw what the painting finally looked like. She probably would have liked it.
Okay, now the answer is it is famous for Mona Lisa's smile. Okay, now the last one for you. What was the painting painted on paper? Listen to the clue. The student.
We want to share one more fact about Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece. Did you know the Mona Lisa was painted on a wooden panel? That's right, a wooden panel. That means the thief was hiding a panel of wood in his coat.
Again, please.
We want to share one more fact about Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece. Did you know the Mona Lisa was painted on a wooden panel? That's right, a wooden panel. That means the thief was hiding a panel of wood in his coat.
Okay, now you got the answer already, right? The answer of number 5 is yes or no? No, it wasn't. It was painted on a wooden panel. Okay, and that is the end of the lesson today. The consolidation. Students can use many words about art and show in real life. Students can listen to a rap and watch a video in real life. At home, you can review Unit 8, Lesson 3, page 517, and you can practice listening at home. Thank you for watching my lessons. Goodbye.